Lanjut ke game yang terakhir ya, untuk kemenangan RRQ Hoshi. Oh, aduh assassin ya, aduh assassin, udah capek, udah capek. Aduh, susah cuk ini draftnya. Andai kan banyak iklannya YouTubeku ya. Favian acu. Ini gara-gara mode cium gila kayaknya Sutsujin milih ngalah guys. Gak mau saya dicium anak kita. Tapi kurang ini Sunarko pakai ini guys. Nggak bagus. Not good, not good, not good, not good. It's like taking candy from a baby. You just take it away. Tyrant, Dobon, WIDY. We'll try to tank it up. Tyrant low. Aron tanking it up. Fabian just needs one more shot. Defiant play to take it down. Brings in EDOC, rotating up top. WIDY. So trying to heal up. Fabian will let that happen. The Shadow Stampede before he backs away. In front of pursuit. EDOC. Itu loh, bisa ngestakin bantingan itu gimana ya caranya? And Darren has to die, but TLID they come out unscathed. AERON. Gotta respect this. Sutsujin saving the chain, saving the enhanced side. AERON still able to sustain for a bit. Another level. Kuningnya cuk. But Skyler with a crossbow will get it. Darahnya nambah terus udah bagus lah ya. Great move by Sutsujin to just be patient. Andai kau tahu. He has it guaranteed. But with that play on the bottom side, more prior for him to get to the top side. Intinya adalah Darren makan Favian. Lihat tuh, lihat tuh, lihat tuh. Redri. Bang Jeff udah gak nonton ya? Sulit ini. Gara-gara mau di Sunarko ini sih. Bisa beli lagi. If the idea is to just burst down this Phobius, Team Liquid ID has a lot more solutions to try and make that play happen. Maybe Sandstorm into the back. No Purify for Skyler. Good nether realm baiting WIDY. Skyler throws the crossbow. Up top and down below. That is WIDY again. Taken out. That was almost a kill and a half for WIDY. He was able to Raging Sandstorm forward. Thankfully Rims was close by. Nearby in the block. And he pops the nether realm. Fabian actually out farming Sutsujin at this point in time. Skyler actually gets the card held onto him by Rinse. Great coordination as a team there, but Fabian has gotten the Berserker's Fury. Already a big power spike, and every single lane for RRQ is actually in a losing position. The EXP, the gold, and the mid lane all pressured down, even the jungle. So RRQ are playing it super defensive. We talk about bot. That's true. We talk about the losing lane for Arashi, but Skyler is able to collect 2 kills. Do you think that is still a losing lane for him? Darren. It's going to be the engage. That's his welcome coming down. Aron trying to tank up the turrets. Fabian does get picked off. It doesn't find the wall. Fabian gets another kill without the purple buff, and it's still off. Take a look at this. He's delaying the purple uptake so that he has it for the turtle. Good brilliance to escape. You don't have to take it low. AERON Shiggy will go for it. Finds the kill. Hard guard over. Flicker. AERON Shiggy! Wants the cavalry to keep fighting! Wants the cavalry to keep charging! Chaos Shiki with the double kill is able to stampede on the kingdom. 2 kills for himself and TLID. They gallop into the castle walls. Oh man, that's a great fight with Team Liquid ID, winning across the board. RRQ. The issue right now is so many players, so many members of Team Liquid ID can really go invulnerable. The Tempest of Blades, the Brilliance Order, so many ways to outplay, but WIDY. Good Sand Guard, getting him a bit of HP. That's a Flicker Shadow Stampede to pull him back, but WIDY was able to get the Raging Sandstorm. Now AERON put some damage back. Skyler, that heavy crossbow starting to hurt now, but AERON will be able to respect it, will be able to get the healing from Yehezkiel, who has rotated bottom lane. 3 of the 4 kills only onto WIDY though. Definitely far from ideal for RRQ. The gold lead, however, was at 3,000 more or less. Now it's down to 2,000. You're seeing the mid game here for RRQ looking a bit more alive, especially with the power spikes for Skylar. Being a crit build, you actually get a bit more value from the first few items compared to the whole shred that requires the Trinity to really get things going. But of course, Fabian has a lot of damage.
Really trade, hard guard comes down. Skylar able to escape for now. Julian, Sutsujin, walking to the bottom lane. AERON will just shove this wave together with the hard guard on him still to get Prio on the map. Meanwhile, Fabian up top, getting the turret. That is a tier 1.
Look at how much attention they're giving towards Skylar. Skylar's just getting bullied over and over again by WIDY and the Lunox in the hands of AERON Shiki. The rotations is pulling apart the players of RRQ.
Rinse, Stampede, AERON.
Andai matamu melihat aku.
Ron jumps into the midst of it all to help his teammate, circling Eagle to knock 2 up. But WIDY's right there to prevent
Terungkap semua
RRQ
isi
transitioning to more of an Ube style here. You can see it. They're moving together as a unit. It almost seems like right now
Gila banget move-nya AERON Shiki.
He follows the movements of Team Liquid ID and identifies which lane is going to be under aggression from the cavalry. He can use a nether realm to negate that whole outcome and keep the game going just that much longer into that mid game that RRQ can use.
When we talk about the TLID composition,
Ini gimana cara meganginnya ya? Berharap sama Skylar doang.
To become the front line, you have the peel as well from WIDY. How is the Julian supposed to
Tapi Skylar nih ke cerot. Fabian terlalu kuat kalau pakai ini masalahnya. Angelaling. Kombonya bagus banget hero-nya ini. Jadi makanan doang Nairon. Skylar kena kombonya Lunok mati nih pasti. Ceret. 3 sama 4-3 RRQ nanti. Di dalam hati aku pengennya TLID. Cuman demi Dairon aku pengennya RRQ guys. Dapat Sutsujin Cuk. Gimana menurut Bang Jeff? Mending RRQ atau TLID? Kayaknya Bang Jeff sama kayak aku deh. Tetap pengen TLID sebenarnya. Pasal bisa membuat mending gue sewaktu-waktu karena sesuai data seperti semalam ya 7 game. Tuh kan, bagusan di roamer kan ini. Raging Sandstorm ini. Udah lah agak masih labil sih, tapi lihat mereka menang GG juga. Masih banyak RRQ. Hitungan debutnya tuh RRQ dulu sih. Dari awal season udah pakai draft ini dia, pakai roster ini. TLID itu masih pakai Yawi James kemarin itu. Masih ada Kabuki awal-awal. Seperempat jalan baru nyoba ini. Gak bisa, gak ada flicker ini. Ya, lebih kompakan punya RRQ rosternya. Andai matamu terungkap semua isi hatiku.
The way that RRQ is playing this Uwe against this assassin,
it's so
difficult for them to actually get any winning circumstances. And keep in mind, later on with the vengeance, AERON can last a lot longer in the front line. So it really feels like RRQ have to bait out some spells and then make their way back in. Use the Mathilda guiding wind to just allow themselves to bait out some of the resources. Because in a full-on 5v5, I don't see them coming out on top.
In a 1v3 so far, not even.
Yeah, they're all running away.
No way.
Your lives, and look at that. The Lord of Free conceded by RRQ. They can't really pressure back TLID. Skylar.
Good poke. That's an ultimate down though. Lord is still pushing on the top side, and the purple buff always Team Liquid ID playing classic. the right way to just shut down your opposing jungler. Just keep going for these invades, knowing that you have the frontline advantage, you have the damage advantage, you have the macro advantage even. There's not much that RRQ can do here without really making a lot of sacrifices elsewhere.
They have total control of the second half of the map. The Lord even wanting to siege towards the turret.
AERON shaking with the WIDY combo. Darren taking very low. NetherRealm is safe with the Vengeance Pod. They're ready for a run. Coming to play from Fabian. Darren trying to go for that as well. Come on, will not be able to find a Fabian now.
Kemakan cuk.
Darren, did he find Fabian?
Kelas Dairen.
Hands of the mercenary. Skylar on the chase for Yahezkiel. But TLID, they back away. They think it's worth it to trade Fabian for the base turret. And I think they were right to make that call.
Again, the soldiers of the kingdom, they hug the crown prince protected with their palm of the hands, and Fabian, he falls down in that altercation.
That is a bold move from Team Liquid ID to go for a dive under a turret against a Faramis, against a Julian. Wow, they just kept going for it, and I really believe, obviously, that the plan wasn't to really trade Fabian for that pickup, but hey, a familiar face.
LJ! Of course, NPLIDX streamer presented to you by our coffee, good day. He's out there.
He's out there, man, just lingering, just watching.
There you go.
Oh,
Revelation.
He realizes. There you go. Ooh.
W man.
Oh, what the heck was that? Where did he not go, Fabian?
Jemput ya.
Wants to dive in over the rims this time. Comes to Blaze, used up.
Hati-hati Bang Jeff. Semoga menang TLID ini. Jadi biar 4-3 nanti. Wah, diratain cuk. Nggak bisa lot lagi.
Oh, they're knocking on the doorsteps of the castle that the kingdom has been able to build. But I feel like no, they don't want to exert.
Iya, ini hari Minggu ya.
They will
Harinya makan babi cuk.
as they've learned from their mistakes.
There's nothing to get right now.
Aku ingin makan babi.
It's Team Liquid ID making a statement to RRQ. Hey, you're gonna walk out of your base. You have to remember that we are danger, and we will punish you if you just overstep your limits. Purple buff secured by Syzygen though. And you're seeing level 15 for both junglers. RRQ slowly but surely.
Alam sadarku, alam pikir, semua milikmu. Andai
only
kata.
with a handful of spells.
Is there a scenario where RRQ is able to match TLID in a 5v5 Lord take?
The longer the game goes, in theory with the NetherRealm, it is possible. But the problem is, Team Liquid ID don't have to go for that. They have
Bang Ado lagi bikin thumbnail nih kayaknya dia. Hilang dia.
for a frontal 5v5 against a
Thumbnail Halloween Teh Linda dong Bang Aldo. Request.
Looking for a flank angle, he might be able to catch Syzygen, but no.
Dia ingin jadi zombie.
So he's all alone.
Dia lagi dengerin gak ya?
Just becoming a distraction for the TLID.
Bang Aldo, Teh Linda jadi zombie. The Walking Dead di AI mukanya Teh Linda. Bisa nggak ya?
actually going and threatening the bottom side. And again, RRQ can't afford to split apart from each other. This almost seems like the same idea with the Yikan, just with a different format with the Faramis Erythal.
Dino kecil.
It's not the same kind of
Kila
threat.
kecil.
There'll be more burst
Dino
available
kecil.
by Skylar, but he needs to find the right targets. Technically against the assassin it can work, but with the hard guard, this is why that Angeline combo is just so difficult to deal with. And especially with the fleeting time available, there will be no hesitation from Yahezkiel to just pop that hard guard again and again. And Fabian, man, he is just up there at this point.
This Ube combo is working at its best for RRQ to defend their base, but now can they hold the second Lord marching in?
Siapa dia retreat?
Chunk mode, time blade, and the Tempest of Blades. Lord, will not be utilized.
Minionnya
to its
habis.
fullest. RRQ dealt with it quite well.
Is that a loss, Rashi?
I think that is a loss. Team Liquid ID get some ways to push, to clear on their own, denying gold from the Team Liquid ID members, and then the waves can get caught by RRQ, no problem. There was no dangerous moment there that can
Wave-nya bisa-bisa masuknya.
They did not get more damage or too much
Otomatis.
damage onto the base turrets. Team Liquid ID really felt like they didn't really set up the waves at all there.
Yeah, it was all just done and dusted. The Lord evaporated in mere seconds by RRQ. And it feels like it's harder to be able to lay claim on the backline of RRQ. The fact that they have a lot of layers before they could access their hands towards Skylar. Uh-oh.
WIDY No, whoa, God, wait. Gotta respect this. Oh, Fabian gunned down. Well, now it's starting to hurt. Now that hard guard isn't able to save him all that well. Run. Still able to run away. Fabian clearing up top. TLID escaping from the clutches of RRQ.
Look at that though. 3 ultimates for the side of Team Liquid. Now the Phobias doesn't really count, but RRQ are forced to just blow everything almost immediately. That is a lot of danger.
Harus nahan terus RRQ ini bisa menang dia.
From Team Liquid ID, but especially
Mancing bar aja.
needs to be very careful right now. Burst damage, right? Assassins surprisingly are quite weak to it. From the Irithel, from the Beatrix, we've seen it before. So 3 hits in the late game will be enough.
Whoa, look at that.
Wow, didn't even react in time. That would have been game-changing had that hit.
And now for TLID. Of course, they want to bank on Fabian, but AERON Shiki hasn't been able to see much of daylight with the damage that it's supposed to deal, with the way that he was supposed to dive to the backline of RRQ, but it seems like he's not getting the airtime that he needs.
Right now, it's just unfortunate for Team Liquid that the Lunox pick allowed them to be so aggressive to just bully Skylar, but now in the late game, when they just go for that big engage and they use all the ultimates, it's almost like game over, right? RRQ, if they can survive the initial burst, will be able to do a lot more damage. But Sutsujin need to be careful. Preemptive plays have been rampant in Season 14.
Now it feels like they want to try to contest the Lord, but this time around TLID is just juggling it, enticing RRQ to come inside.
They can't.
Shrouded in secrecy, they have this done. They get the 3rd Lord, courtesy of AERON Shiki.
And again, the Kings are forced into their own castle against Skylar, though. Ooh, wow. AERON able to stop that engage from happening.
Only a mere few seconds, almost 9,000 damage. The fact that WIDY was able to just Raging Sandstorm out, and the leftover damage actually splashed over to AERON, taking him down to almost half. That's a lot of burst damage. 401 and 4. Skylar hasn't technically been shut down completely. It's only a 5k gold difference, and we've seen that with the right composition, even 10k can be mitigated by the base, by the safety that the base provides for you. AERON though, going more and more tanky. Ooh, damage though.
Ridiculous damage.
In and out.
Ridiculous healing too.
And that was a Holy Crystal purchased by Yeskill.
Seal. From WIDY, AERON walking up. Oh my god! Now goes over to the pursuit, Raging Sandstorm onto them. It's not gonna be enough to take anyone down. Just another round right now. There's gonna be one member taken out. Sutsujin still able to deal with the waves.
They hold.
That's an welcome from Dyron. Fabian will be caught. He buys the immortality, but I don't think he can live. He buys the winner crown. The usurper is hard to kill. Oh, but he is not immortal.
Nice defense RRQ, menang nih.
Is this the
Menang nih, menang nih, menang nih, menang nih.
the kingdom is looking for? They defend their castle, and they will advance forward.
The risky play by Team
Habis
They
it.
did not even get a base tower for their troubles. In the bottom lane, it was saved.
Dapetin tuh orang yang banyak.
With 22 seconds before Fabian, the menace, the usurper, is back on the map to have an impact. They can use this to set up all the traps, all the pressure. But look at Rinse.
Raging Sandstorm.
Apa aku bilang?
Capitalizes.
Kombonya AERON.
Onto AERON as an enhanced chain onto 2. AERON still able to dish out some damage. Winner crown and immortality built by Sutsujin. With the help of the photo and enhanced chain forward. TLID now on the chase. The cavalry.
Gila, WIDY sama AERON, Cok. Ayo ya, 1, 2, 3 maju.
He will be mobilized. He will be taken out.
Wow, dibalikin lagi, Cok, anjing.
And TLID
Sampai nggak ini, Fabian?
have been able to bait RRQ out of
Udah
their
ulti lagi
castle
kan?
now.
Ya, skill.
Another siege into the base.
Fabian's here.
With no Netherrealm just yet. You'll have to wait. Sutsujin will use the enhanced sword to escape. That's a circling eagle. Eat out with a flicker. In front of pursuit.
Skylar.
Forward. Netherrealm coming down now. Sutsujin trying to clear out the way.
Tower.
But no, the cannon minion. One cannon
Aduh.
minion was all it took.
Bagus tapi 3 sama.
TLID.
Seru.
The best of 7.
AERON Shiki dan WIDY.
Dreams be
The
shattered
key.
just like that.
A game of inches. The cavalry, steadfast, still galloping, still in the dreams of the revolution.
Cok, bagus banget anjing.
One hole in the castle walls. We take it to game number 7.
AERON fit WIDY.
Final game of this match.
Save
It is a close
the
grand
game.
finals. Team Liquid ID, after a series of moments that had us doubting the possibility of a full series.
GG, Cok, 3 sama. Kita lanjut lagi ke match yang terakhir habis ini ya.
This is exactly why we're watching High tier.
yang terbaik yang menang.